Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, the Liberal Party of Canada posted a video with Chrystia Freeland talking about the Canadian pension plan and how vital it is to the Canadian financial system and how it underpins our
Hello, Pup Tom here. I just want to thank you for visiting my channel. Ask that you subscribe if you like my content, to like, hit the button down below to get reminders. My content is kind of all over the place. It might be me just having a talk about something that's on my mind, or I might be trying to show you something, but it's kind of a mixed bag of things. Leave your comments below. If there's a topic you want me to cover, feel free to ask me to do that. I do ask that comments be kept kind and courteous. I do this just for my enjoyment and also to hopefully help others. You take care and God bless. Hello, Pup Tom here. I'm just going to share this video from Alberta News and Views. If you're not following them, you can find them on Facebook under Alberta News and Views. I find that they have a lot of interesting information there. Anyway, I'm just sharing this. Probably not going to comment. I just want you to look at it and get your point of view on this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, the Liberal Party of Canada posted a video with Chrystia Freeland talking about the Canadian pension plan and how vital it is to the Canadian financial system and how it underpins our AAA credit rating. Yes, I am serious. There is so much riding on this Canadian pension plan and Alberta leaving it. People don't understand. I'm just gonna make this as quick as I can with the most amount of information as I can. But first, go get a poppy. Go get a poppy, support the Legion, support your veterans, support the community. This is our history. It is important that we wear it, and they look good. Go get a poppy. The CPP Investments is a World Economic Forum run like a holdings company. They have headquarters in Toronto, Hong Kong, London, Luxembourg, Mumbai, New York City, San Francisco, Sao Paulo, and Sydney that we know of. This is from 2022. It says the CPP fund total of $536 billion. Now, if this was just about our retirement, with Alberta leaving and the Alberta retirement, Canada would say, yeah, just leave. Don't worry about it. Alberta pays the bills for Canada. Alberta is funding, probably on a daily basis, the retirement fund, the retirement for Canadians. This was a change that was recently done. In 2019, it started. That is done to the Canada Revenue Agency. November 1st, 2023. What's new for January 1st, 2024? What this is, they increased the rate. They are using the CPP, the revenue from it, to make investments, to keep the gears of Canada rolling, because Canada's efficiency, it's terrible. Canada is broke. We haven't seen growth in at least 4 years. We are in a state of stagflation right now. If Alberta pulls out of the CPP, it would be absolutely devastating for the country as a whole, because the Liberal Party, Canada, is relying on this inflow of cash from Canadians. Think of it as nothing more but a tax. The government takes it and they make shitty investments with it and it's gone. So what this is right here is they had to increase the rate because they need more money. That's what this is about. This has nothing to do with you retiring. This has everything to do with the stability of the Canadian financial system. Listen to Chrystia Freeland and listen carefully. Here we go.
I do think that it's so important for us to remember two things as we work on this together. The first is how important pensions are to Canadians, how important the CPP is, to the security that Canadians have, that we know there's going to be something for us at the end of the day when we retire, and how well the CPP works. You know, the CPP, and many ministers said this, it is the envy of the world. It is one of the crown jewels of the financial infrastructure that underpins our country. It underpins our AAA credit rating because it is well funded.
Did you hear that? It underpins the AAA credit rating because it is well funded by you. By you. Your tax dollars are funding this, funding the AAA credit rating, funding the World Economic Forum held investment funds. Yes, that is what it is. This is Chrystia Freeland from this morning talking about housing, pouring more money into housing. This housing issue really gets me angry because it is just a show. It is just a show. They could sink $1 trillion into housing into Canada right now, and they will not get built because there is nobody here to build them. This government is literally bringing in temporary foreign workers to build houses for immigrants, to build houses for Canadians because we cannot get our houses built. Another fun fact, the jobs growth numbers, they will say, we got 80,000 new jobs last month or this last quarter. That doesn't matter when you're bringing in hundreds of thousands of people. Don't fall for her gaslighting. She is telling you, we are going to get 10,000 houses built in the next 5 years in whatever community. Well, that's great. The immigration minister, Mark Miller, said he is bringing in hundreds of thousands of people, okay, in a year. You cannot build them quick enough. So on top of the finances with the immigration and the housing, there is the stagflation and the interest. And that's what we are talking about right here. Listen to this.
Built faster. That is certainly the conviction of our government. And that's what we're just going to keep on working on every day.
Brian Bloomberg.
Hi, Minister Freeland. Brian Platt with Bloomberg. Last week, Tiff Macklem said that he thinks it's possible the neutral rate of interest may be higher now than it was before the pandemic. And if that's true, government debt may be a lot more expensive to service going forward. Do you think we're now in a period of long-term higher interest rates? And if so, how's that affecting your budget planning?
So I'm not going to comment on some of the hypotheticals that are in there in that question. A thing that the NAFTA negotiations really taught me is how inadvisable it is for ministers to comment on a hypothetical future. What I will say is our government absolutely recognizes the challenging macroeconomic environment, challenging in Canada, challenging around the world. And the challenges are very real for every single Canadian. Every single Canadian is facing real challenges when it comes to the cost of living. Every single Canadian is facing real challenges when it comes to housing. Canadians who have a mortgage are facing real challenges with the level of interest rates. The macroeconomic environment with elevated interest rates and the impact they're having on growth is, of course, consequential for the federal government. What we are going to do in dealing with this challenging global macroeconomic environment is what we have always done, which is work really hard to find a balance between the necessary and essential investments in Canadians, investments in things Canadians really need, like housing, and at the same time to maintain the fiscal responsibility, which is foundational for Canada and for the prosperity of all Canadians.
Okay. I know I said I wasn't going to comment here, but She beat around the bush. I don't think she answered anything really. However, the question was pretty loaded. The question I have is, it's my understanding there's multiple federal buildings clear across Canada. They're basically empty. Why can't they put money into those buildings, create apartments, those kind of things, livable places with like a common area, those kind of things, to help with this housing crisis? Another challenge I know is, over many years, they've always pushed for everybody to get a college education, university. They've taken away from the tradespeople. So there's not as many electricians, not as many plumbers, not as many carpenters, and I think you referred to that earlier. So you do have to bring people in. But how about training some of these people that are currently without work or are on low income or minimum wage or whatever? Help teach them, put some money towards educating these people so that we can help fill these trades. School is expensive. I don't care if it's a trade school, whatever it is. If you have somebody that doesn't have the means to pay for that, we're not going to gain. So maybe that's one area the federal government could do in the housing side, is to help provide some programs for these people to become carpenters, to become plumbers, electricians, and so on. Anyway, what's your thoughts on that? Let's continue here.
Has doubled the national debt in such a short amount of time that what we're seeing, this collapse of Canada and complete chaos, is because of that. And our tax rate is realistically probably about 52% is the last that I've seen. That is incredible. It is absolutely insane that it is that high. And Canadians don't realize it if they've never left the country and went somewhere else where taxes are very low. It is, well, look at us. People can't survive, young or old. It's unbelievable. I get sent pictures every single day of food and what it's costing people, and it's crushing them. Regular Albertans could decide the financial outcome for Canada. Do you think Justin Trudeau wants that to happen, knowing how much Alberta hates that guy, hates him? He knows. Albertans will vote for an Alberta pension plan strictly to piss him off and to collapse the system that has been raping them for at least 40 years. Of course, we would vote for our own pension plan when we know that the Canadian pension plan is nothing but a globalist slush fund for terrible investment. They are literally using tax dollars to build their empire and then kicking it aside and then collecting all of the money from it and then enslaving us. It's crazy. It is crazy what's going on. We must get control of this country. And an APP referendum would be a very good start. Follow me on Substack, like, share, and take care.
Wow. Don't necessarily agree 100% with him, but had some good insight there. What are your thoughts? Like, subscribe, comment. Remember, God loves you. You have a great day and take care of yourselves. Bye for now.